Welcome to Graphtopia, where we manage a mega factory. And manage it we will, and we'll also build. And we've just finished building our remote circuit board factory. And I've been watching the trains come in. And I think it needs a bit more fine tuning. We don't seem to be getting quite the expected result. So we'll go over to the copper mine and make sure the copper's coming through at a reasonable rate, and then we'll go over to the circuit board factory and make sure that's all working as well. It might just take a while for it to catch up with production, but that's what we've got planned for today so far. And over here, the station on the right is where the circuit board train comes in, and it shares that with the motor train that comes in from pretty much the same direction. They both come from the east, because we're looking north, so it's backwards. So east is that way and west is that way. So I think I've got enough things in my inventory to head off. So we'll go down, jump in Explorer, and go over to the copper mine, see how our copper sheet's going, because that's what we need to build circuit boards. Excuse me. Circuit boards with the recipe I'm using require copper sheet and plastic, and I've got all that over in the east. So let's go to, we'll leave here and we'll go to the copper mine. And we'll just stay there for a bit, see what's going on. That's the wrong way around. Okay, let's go. It's not far, just over the other side of the nuclear power station. If you know where that is, it's not very far at all. There's a copper node over here that no one knows about. It's not on the map. But I found it during my early exploration. So now I'm using it. There's a copper node back at the factory, which I've been using all this time, but this is an extra one. And as you can see, the copper train's here, so we'll just pull into the siding. As soon as we stop, hard to see the signals. I built this siding especially for this train, so I could come over and visit. You can see the nuclear power station over there with the steam coming out of the reactors, at least the cooling chambers. And we're using that water to cool it, so don't need any water to cool this lot. So let's go and check it out, shall we? Now theoretically, if I was on foot, jumped out of the train, I'd have to come up these steps, but I notice instantly that we've got copper sheets stalled on the belts. So we need to move more copper, don't we? So let's see what the train's carrying, and maybe we can send it off. Let's just jump out, see what we've got here. It's full. There you go. It's ready to rock and roll. So maybe we'll have to change its schedule, speed it up a bit. It goes from here to the circuit board factory, drops off copper sheet, picks up circuit boards, takes the circuit boards over to the motor dock, comes back and picks up some more copper. So that's the cycle. And when it's here, it's the longest duration, and that's only 15, so that's not it. At the copper, it's here for 600. So that's 10 minutes. Well, we'll halve that, make it 5 minutes. It's going to be busy. See if we can move some of the stuff. So I suppose everything's stopped in here. Whoops. No, still going. So at this point, we don't seem to need any more constructors. We've got 6. And we've got plenty of output from our, what is it, a Mark 1? Our Mark 1 miner is providing enough copper ore for 6 constructors. They're all running at 100%, so I don't need to make them go any faster until we start moving more copper sheet. And we haven't put a roof on this jolly little spot yet, but we can do that later. We put in a lift. And we can go down to the basement. There's nothing down here. We can get out. Go down to the beach, do a bit of sunbaking in our off time. Or we can go in here and see where all the copper sheet's going. And it's going into these 2 industrial size storage, and as you can see, it's not full, so keeping it busy. A few supplies in here if we need it. So that's all looking fine. We've got the other end. And we'll go from here to, we won't be able to stop at the plastic factory station, because it's in use now by the circuit board train, so we're going to have to go over to I don't remember what it's called now. I think it's what is it called? Power West. Power West? Should be Power East. Turn it around. Should be Power East, not Power West. How did it get to be Power West? And that should be West Passage, not East Passages. So that's where we've got to go. I'll have to rename that. And we don't want to drop anything off. It probably won't stay there anyway. There's a siding you can go to. The siding doesn't have a station, so I can't direct the train to go there. Power west to Copper. Power west to Copper. You want Copper to Power west. No, not bottom station to Copper. Copper to Power west. Let's go. Change the name when we get over there. It is wrong. Okay, here we are. I could probably leave the train here, but I think the train that comes here to pick up the fabric, I think it's not on order. This is a power generating facility that has a byproduct of polymer resin, which I turn into fabric, and it is brought to the platform here by a belt to the freight platform and spirited away when we need more fabric to build filters, gas filters, and iodine infused filters. So, turn off the driving. And back it up. Let me go over and say hello to the doggo. Who I've secured in a nice little doggo pen so that he doesn't run away. Look at that. What a dear little creature. We haven't left him some dirt, some grass. No, he's not that happy to see me. Hi-ho, Silver, away. What's he got? Sam or? What happened here? It's not my graphics card being cooled enough. It's gone all funny. And there's the fabric waiting to go to the factory. Anyway, we'll have to hot foot it over and see how the circuit board factory's going, because it's over here. I had to build it over water because this is a very small island. We don't have many circuit boards. We've got plenty of copper coming in. But not that many circuit boards going out because they take a while to make. We didn't see the circuit board train. Where is it? Why is it sitting there? Oh, is that where? No, that's not. Is it? Is that where it lives? I'm not familiar with it yet on this map. That must be where it lives. Okay, I'm happy with that. And here's all our assemblers making circuit boards. Plenty of copper coming in. Not so much plastic. It's probably what's slowing us down. Let's go and see what's going on with the plastic. Don't have a lot of production going, and that's because these are only running at 150% this one, whereas the others are running at 200. I didn't have any shards the other day, so I do now. And there's no stored plastic anywhere. Stored batteries. But, and there's not that many of them. They're all on the belt. But they only feed the drone, so no great loss. Now these refineries all producing heavy oil residue for the power generators over here. Already running at 200%, so why don't we bump these up. We'll have to sort out the coke at the other end, because it's going to increase the heavy oil residue, but there's not much in the pipe anyway, so it shouldn't be a problem. That's as fast as these guys will go. I'll have to build some more if that's not enough. Thing was, I was leaving expansion in this direction, but I've sort of taken that up, haven't I? So I can't expand that way anymore. Well, we should be getting some more plastic now. The drone takes plastic from here down to the main factory, and as you can see, there's not really much there. Where is he? Down here somewhere. Drone Central. He goes to copper train. Has he been and gone? I didn't even hear him arrive. What was that? I heard a honk. Oh, there goes the plastic train with no plastic, because it's not delivering plastic anymore, but he is delivering fuel to make turbo fuel. I think one of these, yeah, I think the one on the end here is making fuel from the heavy oil residue. It's only set to 50%, but that's all we need, because we don't go through a lot of turbo fuel. I only automated it to make the turbo ammunition, and you know, there's only so much turbo ammunition you can fire. Not enough creatures to scare away. Now we've got 5 coke-powered generators here, and we've got our our oil extractor here. He's running at 100%. And that goes into these guys, and then the heavy oil residue comes down here into these guys, and they produce from the heavy oil residue petroleum coke, which is fed into the generators to make all the power. They're generating 150 megawatts. Each. There's 5 of them. I really don't need the power because my nuclear power station is supplying most of the power now anyway, but yeah, I needed the plastic. So why not make power while you're making plastic, eh? Now, if I wanted to produce more heavy oil residue, which would in turn make more plastic, it's a little bit of a mystery on how to do that now. So how much we got here? Still not a lot. We could certainly bump that up by adding more refineries. But how are we going with the actual fuel coming out of the ground? Yeah, well, it's about half, a little more than half. So we could certainly use more of the crude oil by putting in some more refineries, but the problem is where? We don't have any room anymore. The end of the fuel pipe is here, and there's a small problem. It's all these structures in the way. So unless I pull some of this apart, we're up the proverbial creek here. Oh look, the drone's back. He's going to take all that plastic, is he? Yeah, most of it. And off he goes. Back to the factory. These Christmas decorations on. Woo. Interesting way to go. You can see the paths he's made through the unexplored areas. He's changed that path now. He's hugging the coastline more and cutting across. There you go. So if I want more plastic, I'll have to get it from somewhere else because these guys are flat out now. Maybe we could get the drone to bring the plastic here instead of taking it away. That'd be an option, wouldn't it? I could put more refineries over the back here. I could get the pipe around there, but then I have to have a return pipe to connect back into here. That was the plan before I decided to do this. Or else I could move these three up to that end. Those three would give me room to bring this pipe through and the other pipe through. There's the little plastic train that could. It's back again. Except it doesn't carry plastic anymore because it only gets overflow. And there's no overflow at the moment because we're using it all. This complicated system I set up so that so I don't have to use a manifold. You know, that's when you plug one into the other, into the other, into the other, and you end up getting nothing coming out the other end. Well, this system distributes everything evenly. But when you get belts tied up like this with all this copper, really defeats the purpose. How are they going? See, they're idle. They're idle until they get enough plastic. All right. So, how do we get around this? Now the copper comes down here from up there. I could continue that along and come down a bit further up, but it has to come down into the center one of the three. This one here and this one over here. The one where you get the wonky belts. Because this system works on coming down to one that divides into three, which divides into three. So they're in groups of three. So what I might do, what I will do, is extend out this way and build another set of three, and then delete the three at the other end. Got plenty of water still before we have to go and kill the hatches over there. A bit of zooping, please. Well, before we worry about this, how many squares do we need for three? 1, 2, 3, 4. We need 4 squares for 3. So we've got 2. We should be using these ones. Doesn't matter about the middle ones. Silver Phoenix, welcome. Welcome to my disaster. No, it's not a disaster. But I've just changed my mind and I'm going to do something different here, slightly. Once I've got it working, then you change it all. Isn't that what you've got to do? Assembler. So we're going to put another group of 3 assemblers in. Get them in the same alignment. Missing rotors. I need some rotors. Might have something in here. Got a few. Hi there, hi. Just hope you're not too high, if you get my drift. And how's the Silver Phoenix today? Well. Is that lots of love? I know, laughs out loud. Stay hydrated and you're okay. Why do I have to stay hydrated? I think I'll whisk away to a nothingness. In fact, I do feel a bit thirsty at the moment. Glad you mentioned it. Grab my drink bottle. Now, are you interested in knowing what I'm doing? You did redeem. Oh, I see. Why didn't I hear it? That's interesting. I've got to sit up straight as well. Why didn't I hear it? That's weird. Read more. No, I don't want to read more. What's new? And this was all working. Why isn't it working now? Something's broken. It says add to my channel. I've always had trouble with this. Configure, it says. And it says complete setup, and there's nothing to complete. I don't understand. Everything's green. It says I have to complete the setup, so I don't know what else I've got to do. Loyalty point chests. No, see, just will not. I've had this problem since I installed Streamlabs. It just will not reset. Streamlabs. Overlay 1. Yeah, I don't know. Sound alerts should be working. To configure, I've already done all that. Do not understand all this rubbish. Maybe it just doesn't like me. Oh, there it is. Oh, that worked. You want to try it again? was just asleep. Well, now you're feeding Panda. Yeah, he's a thirsty raccoon. Play around there. I don't mind. That's really close to the edge, isn't it? Oh, there we go. Okay, now we've got 3 more. Oops. Pays to have your finger on the whoa button. Just dunked myself in the water. Trouble is you can't get out. I'm drowning myself. Hello, background friend. Yes, that's Panda. There's a beach here. Oh, there goes my drone. Hope there's no sharks in this water. They said there's new animals coming. I wonder if there's any bitey sea creatures in the new animals. That'd be fun. You jump in the water and you find something nibbling on your feet. Piranha. You know what I should have done? Just to help things along. Or don't I have it? Don't I? Maybe I never bought the ladders. No, I didn't buy ladders. Oh well, you know what I can use? I'll use one of these. I might get out of the water if I fall in. Okay. Go back to my mergers. One there. And might as well throw another one in here. Did I put that one in around the wrong way? Probably did. Yep, put it in the wrong way. I put them both in the wrong way. I love doing things twice. Makes the game go longer. So put that back, and that's now correct, which it wasn't originally. See, program knew, it just did it despite me. Let me see, we want one of those. And we want one of those. One of those. And repeat. It's already got 4. Why has it got 4? This one up here's only got 2. Just turn you off momentarily while we reconnect you. He's got 4. He's already got 4. Oh, okay. Well, I'll have to upgrade. Now this one's only got 3. What happened there? All of a sudden I plummeted into the water. Did you see that? And look how far out it just shot out. Sheesh. What happened there? It's like I got electric shock. That was spooky. You can go there, go there, and this one here. Where's this little thingy? Did you connect onto? Oh, here. That can go over there. Okay, so we've got power. We're building circuit boards here, if you're a little bit unfamiliar with what we're doing. It's my remote circuit board factory. I'm making circuit boards in my main factory, but these are extra ones. And then hopefully, once it gets up and running, I'll be able to not make them in the main factory. Give me some more room to do something else. Maybe. I've already built a motor factory that's remote, also a crystal oscillator factory, and now I'm building a circuit board factory. So, now what we've got to do now is do some splitter work now, with lots of splitters, and has to come in from the back like that. Now it's raining. Now the bottom one goes to there. See, this is the problem I had the other day. It worked there. Oh, that's because I moved it back. And I forgot to move that one back. Ah. See what happens when you fudge? They're all too close. And what I'll do is I'll move this one back and not those ones again and make the same mistake. Oh, can't be bothered moving like before. So, pop that back into there. But instead of there, we just go one notch back. And the reason for that is that this here has to go from there to there. See how it fits now? That's how that has to occur. And then the one over here has to come this way. And this one has to come this way. I'm out of iron plate now. Out of iron plate. Thank you. Uh-oh. Running low on iron plate. shortcut here somewhere. So, no, that way, this way. So what happens now? Now is we have to get plastic into there to feed those three. And the plastic's coming down the bottom here. And it's also going up this way. So it's coming out of this one. We need it to come out of that one. Ah, that's a bit of a dilemma, isn't it? This is a brain teaser, this one. Now that's an output. And what we really want is an input down here, not an output. Going to shut that off. Because it's got to go in the opposite direction. Go into there. This has to come out of here and go into there. Effectively, it doesn't cut off that one. Huh, there you go. Because these three are going to go. Because I need the room for something else. So why don't I just get rid of them, save the confusion. You're going to end up with a bag full of copper sheet. Who's leaving? Tanker. Now, that's got to go, that's got to go, and that's got to go. Don't know how I'm going to route this output yet, because I need more refineries, and this is all in the way. Don't want to delete anything in the background. Now, the copper sheet's still coming into there from here. It's going to have to come in. It's interesting. How are we going to get the copper sheet past the new refinery? Let's get this out of the way so I can see what I'm doing. I suppose I can leave that, I can move the refinery further out. What have we got here? We've got plastic going nowhere. So that's out. Need the top one. That's all right coming into there. But the one up the end here, the copper's got to come out of there eventually and go into there. So I've got to turn that around. Like that. Goes to that one. This one's got nothing going to it yet. So we need the plastic to come up here and go into there. Into those three. And then we need the copper to do the same. So the copper's got to come out of here, go into there. copper comes out of the top one into the... Why doesn't that work? It's in the middle. What's going on here? It's got to come out of there into there. It won't do it. Why not? This one does it. Did I not put it back far enough? Wolf Boy, are you watching? Are you listening? Welcome, and thank you for the follow. Very grateful. Is there anything I can do for you? Hi. Yeah. Welcome. Even Pando, my friendly raccoon, says welcome. Well, enjoy the confusion here. Why does that one work and this one doesn't? Riddle me that one. Snow's doing it over and over again. That's the first sign of madness, you know. Doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. I just do not understand that. It's worked on every other one up there, and now it won't work on this one. It's weird. That's in the middle. If I move it back a bit further. Try that. You can see my dilemma here when it works 3 out of 4 times. That's too far back. Look how far back that is. Does it give me room to the output to come out? Oh, hang on, that's backwards. Dig back. Now it goes there. 1, 2. That is a long way back. It's further than that one. Is this not in the right place? No, it's up against the grill. And that one's up against the grill. So why doesn't it work? This one works. I don't know. Nothing's ever the same, is it? And now I've still got it around the wrong way. Oh, for goodness sake! Why does it keep doing that to me? What's that? Do you have any tip for the start? You want to start playing Satisfactory, do you? Is that what you mean? I got plenty of tips. Starting the game, what I would do is, as quickly as you can, start manufacturing foundations and put all your... You're not good. So the idea is to put everything on foundations right from the beginning, because it makes it so much easier later on for lining things up. even on the node that you're going to put your miner on, set a foundation down on top of the node before you put your miner on it, and then project everything off that. And that way all your belts and buildings and everything will all line up. And if you can just line up your so I had an add. Okay. Put down foundations as soon as you can. That's my hint. Even on top of the node that you're going to be getting your raw materials from, but of course you can't do that until you've got some foundation materials like concrete. So you throw your portable miners on your node, get your concrete going, and then use that concrete to put foundations on the node before you put your automation miner on it. That way you can line everything up and you can build factories. Like for instance, in this one here, the node here is a fuel node, and as you can see I haven't put a foundation down, but I've built a foundation all the way around it. So I really haven't done it properly here, but what I can do is that's a crude oil node there, which I've got the oil extractor on, but for all intents and purposes I can put that down now, and everything's lined up, and then you can build all your things and your stations and all your track will all line up, and your pipe work, you can get it all in nice straight lines so that you don't have any trouble with the alignment of things, because it can just get really messy and then you won't like it. So that's the biggest thing that I would say is the most important. That is, get your main foundations down first and line up everything to it. And then always leave room for expansion, because I didn't. Now I've got to change all this. See, I need more refineries now, because they're already running at 250% and we're not getting enough plastic. You got to nuclear power, but it was an old map, so you've started again, have you? Well, it doesn't matter, as long as you put those foundations down. And then everything will look a lot better in the morning. Now I don't know if you're a builder of things on the ground or whether you're a builder of things in the air, but this is my first run through, and it will probably be my last, because I just don't like repeating myself too much. And this is only a remote factory. My main factory is over the other side. This is just an extra plastic making facility, which I don't need the plastic anymore over the main factory. So I'm going to use it to make circuit boards. So this will become a remote circuit board factory. In fact, it's already making circuit boards, because my main factory didn't make enough circuit boards. So there you go. I just put a splitter down here just as a make it look a bit neater. It's not really functional. No, sorry, wrong. I usually put it there, but I didn't bother putting them in on this one. Oh, hang on, I do need to put it in. Not there though. Silly me. No, I knew there was a reason why I did it. Because everything's on top of everything else. That goes there. That goes there. Kibitz, yeah, I've watched him quite a bit. He got a little too insane, is that what you're saying? Yeah. What have I done here? Let's have a look. Oh, that's only for that. It's there. There like that. All right. Yep, that one there. And then one on top. Just for looks. Because the copper sheet's basically on the high road. Like so. It just makes it a little bit easier. And you've got the plastic on the bottom rung. And I could do the same here. What did I do with this end? I put it up there. Oh, I see. Oh, I tricked myself. I'll have to wait till that machine gets rid of all that plastic. Ginfax. Come in. Pull up a seat. You can watch the hilarity here as I fumble around. Minute and over 3,000 megawatt power generated. Sounds good. Sounds really good. Now, is that cleared of plastic? I don't know what's going on here now. Had it in the wrong hole. There's still all that plastic there. Top one that goes into there, but this one goes into there. There we go. That one's working. That one's working. So you can see I've got plenty of copper sheet from my copper node that's producing copper sheets just for this place, and my train's bringing it over, but the plastic here is made locally. So now I've got to connect this up because I mucked it up. Okay, so I got my 9 again, although this one probably doesn't have any power yet. There we go. Oh, it doesn't have any doesn't have any belts going to it either. That doesn't help. I can't see which one I'm on. The bottom one comes this way, the top one goes that way. Now, if you don't know why I've got this complicated setup, it's because I'm not using a manifold system. The outputs here, that's a manifold, whereas one feeds into the other, feeds into the other, feeds into the other. That's on the output. That's okay, because it's just taking everything away. But when you're bringing stuff in, a manifold will halve at the first splitter, and then all the rest get a quarter until it gets another splitter, and then I'll get an eighth, and eventually you get to the end one and it gets nothing. So what this system does, the copper comes in and it goes to the one in the middle, and then it feeds out to this group of 3, and it feeds out to that group of 3, and it feeds out to that group of 3, and in that way they all get an even amount of the product. And that's the way it works. Now this one here is getting the copper at the moment from this feed here, which is what fed those 3 over there. But what I've got to do is I've got to get it to come straight to the 3rd one, which is here, the same as the plastics coming in. Now they're not, oh, that one's not straight. Is that other one straight? I know there was a bit of a mix up here because one wasn't. Yeah, they're not in alignment. So while I'm here, I might line these up. And how am I going to do that? Should be there, I think. I think that's the right alignment. Let's see if that works. Yep, that's straight. Oh, that one was crooked. Ah. This is interesting. This line here is an overflow from this line, and it won't be an overflow now. It will be a main line, so we won't have an overflow. Oh yes, it can be overflow. Sorry, it can still be overflow. When you change your mind halfway through. See, that goes down there, that splits into 3, and then that splits into 3 and 3. You got to go. Well, thanks for dropping in, Wolf Boy. You got me on speed dial now. You're following, so you've got a following channels on the right, on the left-hand side there that you'll drop back in and say hi. I usually don't stream on a Friday. It's Friday here where I am. It's all in my schedule. It should be adjusted to your time. But normally, Saturday, Sundays, Tuesdays and Thursdays, normally I didn't stream yesterday, so I'm streaming today instead, so I'll do 3 days in a row. All around this time, it's sort of like the middle of the night in America, but I don't know where you are. But anyway, yeah, thanks for dropping in. We'll talk again. Bye. Now, if I put that into there, that's going to start shooting stuff all the way down now. I don't want to do that. I need a smart splitter. I don't trust these splitters splitting correctly. They've never done it in the past. They seem to be doing it all right. I'm used to playing experimental, not the regular early access, but I was advised to get off experimental because of update 8 when it comes. So, I'm not on experimental. Now, the right-hand one has to be overflow. And that can be anything. So that's the overflow line, which goes to the station. Hang about. Why is there stuff going down there? Oh, it's not now. That's overflow. Yep. Okie doke. So the plastic comes out, it goes down to the middle one here. It splits that way, this way, and that way, and then it splits again into those three. So they're in lots of 3. Now, I've got to reroute the copper now because I've got to get it out of these things. And it's not to go into there, it's got to go into this one here. And then come back this way. So, what I can do can I put it over this line? It's a bit offset, isn't it? Why is it so far over that way? That's when oh, I see it because that other belt's there. Let's just get rid of this so I can see what's going on. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to put a... Can I put a splitter there? I suppose I can. Nothing's stopping me. It won't go the other way because of that belt. All right. I'll put that one that way, and I'll put this one the other way. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to plug this into the top one. And this top one here. Into one here. Because that's the wrong way now. No, it turned itself. I had it the other way. That's not the way I want it. That way I want it. Okay. Why is that not straight? That one's straight. That one's not. Huh. There you go. Anyway, I can make it straight, I suppose, because I've got to delete it anyway. So is the one underneath not straight. That is why. And this one won't turn now, will it? Oops. No, that won't work. It has to be here. That's the middle one. 2 that way. 1 over. Go over. No, that's not right. Must have gone too far over. Come on, be kind. There it is, I had it. You have a question? I hope I've got an answer. Fluid buffers. Oh, yeah, you got me on that one. Why do we use fluid buffers? All I know is that slight excess of heavy fuel blocks the system. Yeah, but it'll only buffer to a certain extent until it's full. Then it won't be a buffer anymore. From what I have done in the past, is I put my fluid buffers higher up than the pipes, so that they act like an air spring, if you think of it that way. You know, there's air in the buffer at the top, and that can go up and down according to the flow. But to be honest, I really haven't had that much success with buffers, really. I know I've got one on my bauxite mine, which causes lots of problems. I'm not really a fluids person, I'm afraid. Can I auto purge? No. It's manual. Manual only. So the idea is to put your buffer up higher than your pipes, and then then the buffer doesn't fill, so that it's got space to move, if you know what I mean. Yeah, no autofill, no auto purge, unfortunately. You can't even sink it. Well, you can use a packager, and you can package the excess fuel into canisters and then sink the canisters. You can do that. That'll get rid of excess. But I don't think I've ever had fluid excess. Usually not enough. So have a look at packages if you need to get rid of stuff. I know in my aluminium factory I've got to get rid of water, and I package up some of the water and send it back to the bauxite mine, because that's where it comes from, in the alumina solution. But you know, if you use a bit of ingenuity, you can always find a use for it somewhere. Like in my aluminium factory, I set up two fluid, what do they call them? You know, the ones that make fluids. What are they called? Blenders. I set up two blenders that actually input water to make certain things, and that way that gets rid of some of the excess water in the aluminium factory. So there's another way of getting rid of a fluid, is to put in a blender that uses it and make something else with it. And it's not wasted. I try not to sink stuff if I can possibly help it. A patch of oil you're not using. Yeah, there's a couple of patches around here that I'm not using. There's one right over here. There's two actually. Oh, here comes my copper train. There's oil here. You can see the stain, and there's another one over there on the beach. This is my copper train bringing my copper sheet. Now, is this working yet? Yeah, I think I've got it working. Okay, so the plastic's coming from here and the copper's coming in by train. You're back. Silver Phoenix is back, everybody. If you can't find a seat, get one of these people to give up theirs. Is that hydrate still not working? Because I didn't hear it. Which hydrate is it? It's the one. It's one down the bottom, is it? Hydrate that one. You use avocados to. Yeah, it's not working. I'll have to look into that. Because you've got to be able to use avocados. Because you can treat pando with them. I wonder why that wasn't working. Oh, there, no, it's working. Pando eats the avocados. So why doesn't this hydrate work? That's funny. And posture check and all that, why don't they work? Maybe when I installed Pando, it killed the other ones. Helps them die. Yeah, because only the treating Pando, even the screech doesn't work, I guess. No, that's a worry. I'll have to look into that. I call this guy Trash Panda because when you click the trash can, he does that. He thinks it's playtime. Well, I don't know why hydrate nurse not working. That's the only thing I can think of. Sorry about that. Breakfast time, huh? You must be in the US of A. That's going to get in the way, isn't it? Oh, I can bring it in there, I suppose. If I turn that bottom one into a... Yeah, I could turn that bottom splitter into a merger. You're in the yuck. Yuck. Oh, it's 10:30. I was thinking it was 7:30. HS comes in and he tells me it's 7:30 in the morning. He's on the west coast of the US of A. You're in the UK, in the United Kingdom. Well, I'm in Australia, so I'm in the convict settlement. If you believe that. If I put that in there, why don't I put it in the other end? It's a bit silly, wasn't it? But anyway, it's working. I put splitters in there just to hold the belts up. I didn't do it at that end. I think I put a post. And anyhow, why am I not getting... Oh, I see. I'm not getting any copper here because that's around the wrong way now. Then it should work. I put that there. Put that there. Put a new one of those in. now we've got copper to there. Okay, so it's all working. So for the people who got here late, I had 3 assemblers there in a 3 configuration. Then I had 3 here and I had 3 there. So what I've done is I've put another 3 configuration up the end here because I needed that space to build some more refineries because I'm not getting enough plastic. So all I've got to do now is reroute this output belt, and I can run that from here by turning that one around, and that's the overflow, which is not overflowing anymore. Because don't have an overflow at the moment. That's going to have to be a merger. I'm just thinking with my belts. Okay. This is still a kludge because I've got to get fuel into there. This is going to be all in the way. It might be better. I can't sling that up any higher because it's underneath that one. Dragon, you're going to leave all your viewers here. You're abandoning your viewers. Well, I'll look after them for you. I'll give them back when you come back on stream again. And I know you can't hear me because oh, there you are. You finally made it. You're quicker than I am. Takes me ages to raid. Thank you for thinking of me. I'll try and keep your viewers interested, but I'm tangled up in copper sheet and conveyor belts at the moment, and that doesn't look too good. The conveyor belt's going through that splitter there. don't really need a splitter. That was a part of an overflow system which I'm not using. Now here's another problem, you see. If I put more refineries in, I've got to take the crude oil from here. We don't have much down this end. I have to ramp up the oil extractor, but I've got to get that across here because I'm going to build more refineries here. Choo choo. You think I'm a trained person, do you? I'm more like a trained seal. Need more juice. Yeah. Well, I can turn it up a bit. I've got a few shards left. I don't know how many shards I've used so far. Hundreds. So I think I'm going to have to raise all these belts up so I can get that pipe underneath. I'm still trying to think of how I can keep this overflow system working, because that was a plastic overflow to the main factory. Gotta go to sleep, gotta hit Blanket Bay. Well, thank you for dropping in, leaving your guests here. At least I'm doing Satisfactory for another couple of hours. Train just pulled into my station. I like trains. Yeah, well, I'll try and keep them occupied, but you know, I can't compete with the master. This isn't quite working the way I planned it, because I didn't. None of this was ever planned. I can raise these belts up and put that pipe underneath. I think that's all I can do. I build just fine, yeah. No, but you know, your lighting textures and all that, it's just beautiful. I envy you. My shoeboxes turn out to be looking like shoeboxes. No room under the floor, unfortunately. There was never ever planned to have anything under the floor. If you have a look here, this is why the belts are up here, because I had to belt over this station, because I never planned on having two stations here. I originally planned to be making my circuit boards over there. For some reason or other, I thought I could make circuit boards out of polymer resin and copper sheet, but I don't have that recipe. I don't even know if it exists. So I had to come over here where the plastic was. So that upset everything, because I was going to actually put a second freight platform on that one over there to bring the copper sheet in, before I realised I can't do it. So I had to come over here, put a station here next to this one, and to get the copper sheet out and get the circuit boards in, I had to invent this stupid system here, where the circuit boards go in on the lower one and the copper comes in on the higher one. So that's where I ended up with this mess. Then I put all these assemblers along here and realised I need more plastic, so I've got to put more refineries in. So I had to move these three up to that end, and that's where I'm sitting at the moment. But now I'm thinking about pipes, because I've got to plug into there for input and there for output, and everything's in the way. So I've got to go above the pipes. That one's above the pipes, but see, I can't bring this one up because that one's got to go up first. Yeah. Anyway, not your problem. Any room under the floor? No, I tried that actually. I thought of putting it down here, and I just didn't have the room. There's not enough room there. I had the product going through the railway line, so I can't have that. It's very shallow here. So that I didn't. So I couldn't go down. I couldn't go across because I didn't want belts going across a railway line. That's just unbearable. So I had to go over. So that's the story. And I'm sticking to it. Yeah, no, I'm not going into the void. I'd rather go up in the air. Yeah, I've seen people in the void, and the accidents they have. Who was it I was watching? Was it you putting in a uranium train line and you were playing around with belts? I can't remember who it was now. It was belt mania down there. Might have been you. Seeing how you know all about that sort of stuff.
Hydrate, you bastard! Hydrate!
DJ, thanks for the follow and welcome to Graphtopia, where we manage a mega factory and manage it badly we do. So, off to Betty Bo's dragon. Come on, off you go. Your head's got to hit that pillow and not too hard. Good night. DJ, pull up a chair, sit down. Have a drink. Hydrate. Treat Pando, he likes to have a drink and something to eat. That's a little raccoon on the bottom there. Sleep well. I know this is very boring for people, and you'll probably wander off, but I just want to get this finished. So, I'm going to undo that, and then no, not that. This one. No, not over there. Here. Turn that round. You're the stay hydrated master. What do you hydrate with? Jack Daniels? Now it was there, so I could bring it up to there. Then maybe I can feed that into there. How's that? You ensure the streamer stays hydrated. Yeah, well, you can't use my hydrate because it's not working. But here's to you. You probably heard that because my microphone's very sensitive. Delicious. And that's not Jack Daniels, that's water. Now, what I'm going to do, will that be high enough? Let's just see if that's high enough. If I come out of this top one and go to the second one down, will that be high enough to get the, yeah, it'll be high enough to get the pipe through. There's the end of the pipe there. So I can just bring it straight through or get rid of this belt. You know, don't know where that's going to go. Maybe I raise it up too. So this one has to go up. Oh, that's the one. Yeah, that's the one I've got to get rid of. So I'll do that and that. And what we can do is put that there and run that one into that one. No. No, it's run the wrong way. Oh, no, it's right. What's going on? Why won't it go in there? Did I turn that? Is that incorrect, is it? Oh, it's gone the wrong way. Why didn't it pick up the belt? It should have picked up that's going in. Is that right? Yeah. Now I'm confused. If I put that there, yeah, that's right. Sorry, it's not coming in, it's going out. That's why. All right, I got it. Never fear. I think I've sorted it out. That's got to go into there. And this one here, I have to turn around. Because it's an output like that. So that can go into there. Okay, can I get my pipe through there now? Gee, it's going to be close, isn't it? I've got to get rid of this. That's got to go. So I've got to hook onto there, and I've got to come out here. Stop moving. Stop it. I can't move back any further, but anyway, I can bring it up to there. Stacking monorails for product transportation. What do you call monorails? The trains? Well, I suppose they're a monorail. Stacking them. Yeah. Guess you can stack anything. Yeah. I've got a hodgepodge rail system. It's all single line. And to keep the trains running on it, it's an amazing feat, especially back at the factory where I've got one station, all the trains travel through the one line. So there goes the motor train now. It's got motors from a remote motor factory. None of you guys probably have seen my factory, so I might pop back over there shortly and I'll give you a bit of a tour as soon as I get this back into production again. So we've got our pipe, and did we fit? Oh, look at that. If that was any closer, You accept that? It's 35 of you. All say yay together. So, I see nothing. I watched Hogan's Heroes too. Sergeant Schultz. I see nothing. I can't do a German accent. And I need this. It's got to go up, doesn't it? It's got to go up to there. And that'll be just high enough to get that through. All right. Need probably a stackable pole, because it's going to sneak down the side of that. Can we get that in there? Is that going to work? I'm going to end up with a bag full of circuit boards because I keep deleting all these belts. How many circuit boards have I got now? 69. All right. So, what we... gotta get rid of that. So we can run our belt out of the second one now, and we can feed it into there. That's straight? That crooked? It's crooked as hell. As we say in this country, it's as crooked as a dog's hind leg. But can I get it under? That's the trick. So we go... see, that's lined up with the wrong one. 1, 2, there. So come out of that one, turn around the corner into that one. That looks like it's straight. And then we can just gradually come up to that level there. And there go our circuit boards. It looks straight, except when you're on the ground, it's at an incline. But hopefully then I can get my pipe underneath. Pipes. This one here. Can't see what I'm doing. Clunk. Okay. So that's our output pipe. That's our output. See, there's 2 bits. Did that happen over here? It did, didn't it? What train's that? Oh, it's a fuel train back in. Okay, so we've got our input line. Gonna have to boost that up a bit for crude oil. And we've got an output line with a heavy oil residue. So all we need now is to put in, does that work? No, that's not working, look. We have a collision here. doesn't matter how high we go. That's interesting. Why is this one not getting any copper? Ah, wasn't connected properly. Okay. Now we don't have to go up on this one. All we need to do is just swing it down, like so. And there's our copper. Right, now we're back into full production again. We've got 9 machines making 7.5 a minute, but a bit less because we're not getting quite enough plastic yet. Okay, let's go for a train ride. Yay! Yeah, not on these trains. These trains are working, but this red one over here I call Explorer because it's my train I go exploring in, and it's at my disposal, so all I carry is all my supplies here, so that if I'm up the other end of the map, for instance, if I'm up here at the nitrogen factory up here, or from over here at the I can't remember what I called that one, North Point, or if I'm up here somewhere because I've got rail track all the way around the world, I can take Explorer with me and build new track, which I have been doing. So, end of that story. Once I leave here, I get into busy territory, so I better, this should work. This should take me home, hopefully. Back to the factory. Yeah, choo-choo. There is a horn somewhere. Can't remember where it is. Oh, there it is. I'm a coming world. Look out. Get out of the way. I didn't hear the applause though. Nothing's working. Got the picture on the wall. Here's a factory. There's a factory. Have you ever seen a factory like this before? This factory makes everything right up to the end. Every possible appliance and machine and material is all made here in this blue brick. This blue brick got me through phase 4. Seven and a half floors of machinery. Plus, that building there's got a particle accelerator in it that makes nuclear pasta. My sink is in there. If I need to sink anything, I can just pop over here and it says awesome sink. It's just a container, but I can throw stuff in there that I don't want. There, like that, for instance. I can throw that in there. That went quick, didn't it? Ate that up pretty quick. What about some plastic? Have some plastic. And then I've got a biomass converter. Get biofuel out, put biomass in. Got some temporary boxes here. And I have my habitat over there. And I have... What's this, you say? It's an elevator. The only mod I have. I'm not quite vanilla, almost vanilla, except I had to have this because I just love the elevator idea. And this is my storage level where all my product comes up through conveyor lifts, and I can pick everything up here if I want to resupply. Like if I need, I've only got 46 filters, or if I need some iodine infused filters to go to the nuclear power factory, I can just get some of those. Steel pipes, grab some of them. I don't need any ammo. Cable, grab some cable. So it's all here and all generated in this factory, in the lower levels. And when you catch the lift, you can see what's on each level: batteries, computers, fuse frames, pressure cubes, and thermal rockets. And the next level, we make a lot of those things, or we store it. Like sulfuric acid's not made here, but it's stored here. Circuit boards, crystal oscillators, all that sort of stuff. As you go down, you get to the more basic materials: plastic, rubber, screws, sulfur, rotors, all that sort of stuff, modular frames, quartz crystals that come down from the quartz mine, and then you're on ground level, where all the hard work is done. It makes screws and iron rods and copper sheet and cable and iron plate, all made down here. Because there's 3 iron nodes here. One over there, just here. I'm in the grasslands. There's an iron node there. There's an iron node over the back there, and there's another one over there. And over here, almost underneath the station, is a limestone. It's on the other side. So a limestone outcrop there, making concrete here. And because there's a copper node up there on the hill, this is my first copper node, all the copper ore comes down here, and all these smelters make copper products along here. And you can see I've added on because I needed more. And there's another limestone outcrop here, making more concrete. And of course my first power generators are over here, all still working on coal. I think there's 8, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 8 of them. And they get fed from this conveyor belt. See the coal there? And that comes from way up the back there. And there's more power generators there grabbing some of the coal as it comes down. So that's the factory. 7.5 floors of it. And over the back, there's an ammunition factory here. And of course there's the Space Needle. And over the back here's my aluminium factory, because they couldn't make aluminium in the big factory, not enough room. So we make aluminium here, sulfuric acid. Over there makes nitric acid and all sorts of things. Heat sinks and heavy frames and aluminium sheet and aluminium casings. More machinery under there. There's stuff everywhere. Because I never plan anything. I start throwing stuff on the ground and watch what happens. This alumina solution comes from the bauxite mine, and I've got 2 unpackages there that take it out, and it's fed down the pipeline there. And there's, why don't I have any, that's interesting. I don't have any silica. Where's my silica? Is it just arriving? I hear a train. I hear a train a-coming. It's coming round the bend. This one over here, that's empty too. That's not good. Is that train bringing silica? And these things are still going. Oh, that's running on coal. Oh, the silica's used further down. Hey, I'm stuck. What was that? Next is circuit boards, a key factory. I don't know you could build keys. Dotted around the map, yeah. Circuit boards, I've just done a circuit board factory aiming at 50 a minute. I'm getting 7.5 by 9. I'm getting 67.5 per minute out of 9 assemblers. When I get my plastic up to scratch, I'm getting quite enough plastic. Near a massive oscillator factory. Oscillators and circuit boards only. Yeah, my computers, the original recipe. I don't think there was any alternatives when I started. Running the factory at 100% or less. Yeah, well, I had to top all mine out at 250% pretty much. I used up all my shards. But I want to know where my silica has gone. somebody's been not delivering. I get 2 silica deliveries and I'm still running out. There's the silica coming now. How much did he drop in? Not enough. Got plenty of aluminium sheet. And the bauxite train is bringing plenty of alumina solution. And the empty bottles and the full bottles are going back to the bauxite mine. So the bauxite train's working, okay. But maybe it's that quartz train is not delivering. Although I've never had any trouble from the quartz train. It's always the bauxite train that's given me grief. Quartz train. It has a lot of stops. 1200. He waits 1200 there, and he waits 1200 there. He waits 1200 there. Well, that's a bit long, isn't it? It's at about 20 minutes. Well, why don't I? Goes to the dock, drops off crystals. Then he comes over here. And he goes back, then he comes back over here again. So why don't I reduce that by half? That'll make 10 minutes before he comes back. See if that helps. Yeah, I don't use blueprints. It came in later on when I pretty much built my factory. So I haven't really gotten into blueprints at all. And because all my railway lines are on the ground, I don't need things like, large sort of columns, that sort of stuff. Really haven't sort of really needed to get into blueprints. But people that use them swear by them. You can make all sorts of fancy stuff and then replicate it really easy, but this is a time-consuming game. Let it absorb your time. I'm silly, I know. Now this is my world, and that's by external storage. And what we'll do, we'll make a quick trip over to the nuclear power station, see how that's going. Things how I just topped up my iodine-infused filters. I've got my hazmat suit on and my gas mask so I don't get irradiated and die a horrible death. I send excess products over here to be stored upstairs. There's a station in here and a storehouse train that goes and collects it and brings it back, shoots it upstairs. What's that? All 20 smelters. Yeah, I never counted all my stuff. I wouldn't know how many I've got, but I don't have anything like that, not in my place anyway. Fluid and product storage and a few others. Yeah, all stackable. Why not? Sounds good. I'd hate to try and count my stuff now, it's all over the place. Makes it modular. Yeah, yeah, I fully understand. This grey and red building is nuclear waste um, processing. I only have 6 reactors. 4 of them are uranium reactors, and 2 of them are plutonium. And the 4 uranium ones, they produce this waste here, these yellow canisters. And you can see how many yellow canisters that just 4 reactors make. But I use all of that to make the plutonium cells that are coming back out there. And those plutonium cells go over onto the dock here. This is over water. And there's a manufacturer there making the plutonium rods. So I have no uranium waste at all from the four uranium reactors. All I have is waste from the 2 plutonium. And people say, well, you can sink the plutonium rods, and yes, you can. But I thought, why do that? I could use the 7,000 megawatts of power. So I'll just check here first to make sure everything's coming in right, because one of my trains was making a mistake the other day and put uranium in the wrong place and clogged up my belt. Yep, everything's fine. So my 2 plutoniums are here, and they've now got 19 rods in them, which is far too many. So I'm going to just up their output a little bit. Maybe 2% more, 3675 megawatts each now. Try and get that to come down a little, because if that keeps increasing, it'll fill up the buffer and then the reactor will stop. So that's 147%. And I'll make this 147 as well. We'll see how that goes. He's got more. And I've got a few spares in here if I need them. 125 rods there if I need them, plus some filters if I ran out of my 150 I had. Because here, radiation is a maximum. Now my 4 uraniums, he's got 16 rods now. He's got 16. This is all just fine tuning, 19. The idea is to have them balanced so they don't decrease or increase. Yeah. If I wind these guys' power up, then they're going to produce more waste. Now I've got room for it. That's 150. If I turned any of these up, yeah, that's 152, 3,800 megawatts. And that's the same, so I'll put these up to 152 as well. Oh, I need a... where are they? I need a shard. Where did my shards go? Up here. That'll do. So we're just sort of fine-tuning now to get this sort of stable, so they're not increasing. We'll get there one day. We're pretty close. If I have a look at, I don't have a pole. See how much power we're producing now. Now down on the dock, where all the water extractors are, there's 2 assemblers or manufacturers, sorry, that are making the uranium fuel rods. And then there's one over here making the plutonium rods. So you say, well, what do you do with the plutonium waste? Why do you have plutonium waste and not uranium waste? Well, for one thing, plutonium waste is 5 times denser. So you get 500 in one of these canisters, whereas the uranium you only get 100. So for the same amount of storage space, you get 5 times the amount of waste. And you can see how rarely the plutonium waste is produced. So it's not very often. There's 2 reactors on this line. And you've got to wait a while before you see another one come through. Here comes one now. See, so it's not a lot. You saw the uranium, they were going through 3 or 4 at a time. This one's only 2. And over the waterfall, I've got storage. Lots and lots of storage. And it's all empty. Here goes one now. Where'd it go? Well, just so happens, whoop, I've got another level downstairs under the waterfall, which is the same as the one above. And you'll see here, they're starting to fill up. And they're filling up at one of these storage units a month. So you can see my reactor's been going 1, 2, 3, 4 months. That's how long they've been running. We're filling up the 5th one now. 500 in each slot. So it's going to take a long time to fill up this level, let alone the one above. And if they do ever fill up, I can build another level below this. I've already put the floor hole in, because this is where they end up now. That's the end of the line. I could just build another level under there. And if I want to, I can go out the sides and out the back. So I don't care how much waste I produce. This place will hold it. And I can build out over the void if I have to. So that's my nuclear power station. Looks like an ocean liner. Yeah, it works. I don't know about awesome, but so this generates around about 20 gigawatts, and the other 10 is picked up by coal-powered and fuel-powered and so forth. I think it's about 7,000 megawatts in fuel and coal-powered generators. But this one creates about 20,000 or 20 gigawatts of power. More than I need. If you have a look at the graph here, it's just peaking on 30 gigawatts at the moment. That's how much we're generating, this grey line up here. If every machine in my factory was working, it'd be the blue line, but at the moment my factory's only running at that level. So it's consuming 11 and I'm making 30. So I've got plenty of room for expansion, power-wise. What have we got here? Looks like this is the uranium train. I'm down to 125 out of 150 filters, so I've got to watch that. See you later. Now the waste processing, quite complicated. All the uranium waste is coming in here, and it first goes into this container here, which is empty. There's a bit of a buffer, and it comes down here. Uh-oh, they're back, little beggars. What happened? Oh, autosave. There's a hatchet underneath my... Where'd my gun go? There's a hatchet keeps rehatching underneath my factory. And they get out through the walls. Ah! Half killed me. See it down there? I can hear them. They're probably outside. They get out through the wall. This is all concreted in. And that damn thing keeps rehatching. Oh, he's right there. Is that the last one? I don't know how they get out through the wall, but they do. Silica for the processing. Nitric acid for the processing. And sulfuric acid, all being delivered by trains. Also cement, concrete, and steel beams, all used in the process. The uranium waste comes in here and it's converted into non-fissile uranium, and the non-fissile uranium goes through this buffer here and goes upstairs as some of the waste goes upstairs. And there's a particle accelerator up here that's taking those two products, the waste and the non-fissile, and it zooms it around and it comes out as plutonium pellets. I better check see how many they started to build up during a disaster I had there. They're now reducing. This was full, and that one is still full, but slowly getting through them. Yeah, my sulfuric acid train stopped coming and the processing stopped. Yeah, and then the pellets combined with the concrete to make the encased plutonium cells, and they go back down to the dock to be turned into plutonium rods. So that's how that works. The sulfuric acid that's in the back of the factory there comes from the sulfuric acid factory at the main factory, but I also make sulfuric acid here as well for the manufacture of the I think it makes the what does it make? It makes the encased uranium cells and returns a bit of the sulfuric acid. It takes sulfuric acid in, but it returns some of it. There's a return pipe, and it uses the uranium, concrete, sulfuric acid to make the encased uranium cells. And this one here makes the sulfuric acid it needs out of the sulfur and water. And then the other products come in from the main factory and go to make the uranium fuel rods. So that's how it all works. But when you go nuclear, you just work your way through it. Do what you want to do. It's all working to specifications, except there was bugs in my nuclear processing. Well, in the factory, not in the processing itself. Actually, if we go upstairs here, you can see what storage is up here. Computers are stored here, excess computers, and more over the back, more other things like, can't remember what's stored over here. Oh, pressure cubes. Any overflow of pressure cubes come here, and also thermal propulsion rockets, all excess stuff. And then we go upstairs again, and we've got hello. That's interesting. They're not supposed to be up here. That's supposed to be aluminium. And in encased industrial beams, are they supposed to be up here? Yeah, I think they are actually. But the pressure cubes aren't supposed to be up here. Supposed to be aluminium. There's the aluminium. Oh no, that's right. Oh, pressure cubes and computers. Something's gone badly wrong. They're not supposed to be here. They're supposed to be downstairs. The train that collects these has been bringing them back in the wrong freight wagons, and they're coming up to the wrong place. I'm going to have to put a smart splitter in downstairs to stop this from happening. How am I going to clear all this out? They're taking up space where the aluminium sheet should be. This has happened before. What's in there? Awesome sync time. Well, actually, there is a route that the storehouse train does. It can take stuff to a awesome sync if I direct it to. But I don't think I'm syncing it at the moment. Not from here. But this is all wrong because that should be sheet. See, it's supposed to be sheet coming out. Pressure cubes. What's in this top one? Take them out. I don't know how many are in there. Oh, not too many. There's the aluminium. That's better. What's the... in case beam's sitting there not going anywhere. All this aluminium sheet's going down to the freight platform. Oh, there wasn't that many. Take those out of there. Didn't I say see there was computers up here somewhere? It shouldn't have been up here. No. I wonder if my storehouse train has been sinking all this aluminium, because it doesn't seem to be that much left. See, and there's all this up the back here. What's all this? There they go. There's a mixture here, and they're not supposed to be here. What I'll have to do is get this smart splitter to send them downstairs where they're supposed to be. See, when they come in from downstairs, they go into here, and the computers go one way, the pressure cubes go the other, and the thermal propulsion rockets go the other way, and they're all stored in three separate areas. I think this is full of computers. Is that the problem? Got too many computers? Where's the end of the run? Comes out of there into this one. Comes out of that one. So the end of the line must be up here somewhere. This one. Goes downstairs. That one's empty. That one is empty. This one's empty too. They come out of that one. Ah, that's the end of the line there. So I've still got these two to go before it's full. That's all that's left. This one's got the conversion cubes. Haven't got any of those on me, have I? Now I'm up in the fittings. And this one over here has the thermal propulsion rockets. Ah, that's the end of the line there. I'll throw that one in there. So all those ones that are upstairs shouldn't have been up there. Do you like the view from here? Look at those wonderful waterfalls. When it gets night time, it's beautiful sitting up here, watching the water going over the waterfalls and the steam coming out of the nuclear reactors over there. Very pretty. There's 5,000 megawatts of battery power in that building there. Now ironworks down there. That's my observation deck there. I built that just to put an elevator in it because I wanted to build a building that was really tall that had a really long elevator to take up there. So I built that just to put the elevator in. I've got another one over there against that U-shaped rock there. Another elevator goes up in that concrete section just for the fun of it. I was bored one day, so I built 2 elevators. Well, not in one day. Okay. Let's do a bit of clearing out, shall we? Oh, see, there's more computers coming through now. Where was the end of the line here? Nope. Gotta be here somewhere. Ah, there we are. Oop, I keep forgetting I'm in my hover pack. Ah, where is it? There. Well, they're in their rightful place. What's that? Oh, stream stickers. And there's more here waiting to go through. Because I took them out, that's right. Put pressure cubes in. What are those other things called? Assembly directory systems? No, they were called something else. Damn it. What are they? Thermal propulsion rockets. Oh. Didn't go far enough. Where are all these going? Oh, I've got to go down another level, don't I? Stuck. They should be coming out over here somewhere. Oh, there they are. Yep, they're all going into this, which I can't look at the moment, but this train is taking them to the sink. I thought I turned that off. Maybe I turned the train off. No, it's on auto. It's not going to the sink anymore. It's only going to the dock to pick up stuff. That's all right. I cancelled the job to go to the sink. So this is just filling up this freight wagon here, freight platform. In fact, I could actually stop that, because I might want to send something else to the sink, and I can just plug any one of these three things in to here, and it will be collected. Now, while this is not doing anything, I'm just going to take a quick break. I'll be back shortly. Okay, I'm back. Ando's gone to sleep. Let's wake him up. there. There's no sound. I don't know why there's no sound. Sound alert's got sound, but maybe you're hearing it and I'm not. Are you hearing sounds? When you played hello there, did you hear the hello? I might be coming to my headset. Ah, you are hearing it. Oh, okay. Well, Hando woke up. There he goes. Rummaging through the rubbish. What I was thinking while I was in the thinking room, if I'm here, this is the splitter that splits everything when it comes up, because they all come up into one freight wagon. If I can bring the conveyor down from where that splitter is upstairs and get it into there somehow, then they'd automatically come down here if they go up the wrong line. But I don't think I can get another. I'd need to put a merger in there. And how would I get a merger in there? They're not lined up. Why aren't they lined up? They could be lined up. There's no reason why they couldn't be lined up. So that would be straight. If I take that smart splitter out, where's it? No, yeah, that's it. That one there. If I move the smart splitter to about there, that would work. And then I could oh, I can't carry it all. Oh, I've got all these things. That's why. Now, if I line this up, I don't know why I didn't line it up in the first place. Probably a reason. I'll find out what it is when I try to do this. Let's put one down on the ground. Now, where's it got to go in here? See, that's lined up now. Where does it go in? Oh, that's right there. Okay. I need a third one. I need a third one. Now that can go into there. However, I don't want to do that right now. But what I will do So I'll put that one in. And that one in. No, yeah, that'll work. And this one. It's not straight. Ah, because I moved it over, that's right. Where does that connect onto? How long is it? Why did I make it that long? Anyway. Oh. Why can't I put it back there? What's going on? That's weird. Won't let me put it in. Why is it red? Oh, hang on. Because I'm too high. No, that's on the ground. Lunchtime. You lurk all you like, laddie. If you're a laddie. If you're a lassie, you can still lurk. Why won't that go there? This is the question. I've got enough product, overlapping others' clearance. Floor is too steep. Right. That's weird. It was there before. It's got to be over there further. I mean, I understand. That says it's in line, is it not? What's that? Oh, that's on the wall. Why is it on the wall? Huh. Put the post down first, yeah. I gotta know where to put the post. Is that where it's gotta go? No, that's the bendy bit. That's what I was trying to get rid of. But why won't it sit on this floor? It only fits on the wall. Is it too shiny? My cleaner polished the floor too much. It's weird. I don't know where this is. Oh, hang on. Yeah? No. still crooked. Gonna get back another one. This is weird. Why let me put one behind there? I don't know why. Oh, that's because it's sinking into the floor. Why is it doing that? That one's sitting on top, and this is sunk into the floor. What? See that? It's got no legs. It's still it's still sinking into the floor. Oh. Where am I now? Oh, I see. You spy what I spy? That's not a square beam panel, it's a diagonal. When I built this crazy shape. That one there is probably square. This one isn't. I don't know. What would it be? It was shiny. This one. 4 meter ramp. Or 2 meter. Now it's inverted. This one. I can't tell. No, it's not 2 meter. Must be 4. The player's in the way. Yeah, that's me. That's why that conveyor hole is not sitting right. It's been a while since I built this building. So I've got this sunken thing here. All right. Let's try something else. Well, I suppose I could use the wall. I was using the wall. No, that's not going to work. Let's see if that'll work. Oh, I'll get out of the way. can't see. Is it too high because there's a belt above it? Is that the problem? Ah, it's higher than that one. That's the same height as the one that's buried in the concrete. Oh well. Guess we'll have to go with that. At least it's square now. That's in, except that one's not the right angle, but did I put one in there? Yeah, I put one in there. So when it comes into here, it goes like that. Now all we've got to do is put a merger in between there. Merger. Conveyor merger. Hopefully it'll fit. And we've got to come in from this side. Go out that side. One. Two. Three. So anything that comes up there from the station now will go straight through there. Did that get a belt? Yeah, it did. I'm sure it's there. I can see it. Can't select it. Anyway, it's there. Now I can feed something down, so there's light fitting in the way. From here. In the form of a conveyor lift, if in fact there's a space up there to do it. We can move the light fitting, but I don't know what's up there. What's that? Oh, that's where the power lines get through. What are the chances of that being just a plain bit of floor? Yeah, see, it's not going to work. These storage containers are in the way. I'd have to come out of the bed. All right. What I could do will that be out far enough? Hopefully. Now we've got to go up another level. Oh, that's going to be a trick. Oh, that's all right. We can get between there. What's that? Oh no, we're here. There it is. I was thinking I had to go up another level, but you don't. That's it there. We've got to come down here. Now that's going to be in the way. And it's going to go down that way. I'd like to move that over just a little bit more so it's over the top of that one. Was this a splitter? Yeah, it's a splitter. Yeah, I can't have it go out that way. I was thinking I could connect that onto this end, but I can't. You can't have two ends unless there's a merger. This was a fix-up to get that out of... I know what I can do. Because I need to be able to have the encased beams go down there, or the aluminium sheet. Which one was it? This one? Yeah, all right. So if we take that out of there, that would be a merge across there. We can't merge. We can't have a programmable merger. Can you do it with two splitters? You'd have to use three, wouldn't you? Time is it? Oh, it's 1/4 the hour. I've only got another 15 minutes. Yeah, if I put that sort of there, well, does that line up with that? How do I know? Yeah, it does. All right. Wrong way around. Okay, so there's nothing going through there. I'm using it as sort of like a switch. And this one here, to do the same, would that there. Oh, that's a bit close, isn't it? We go there. Oh, I have to turn that off. I thought I turned it off. Is that too close? Are they joined up? Can't put a belt in there. Oh well, might work. Now the other thing is now that if anything comes through this splitter here, on the right hand side, we'll say anything undefined. No? If we have anything undefined there, we have to define something going through there. So if I put straight through being aluminium sheet, then anything else that comes down there, like, you know, pressure cubes and things, they'll come out here. And I just don't want that going down there at the moment, so that's why I've disconnected that lead, which is rather defeats the whole purpose, but anyway. I've got to start another stream shortly. I'm going to have to finish this up. Where are we? This has to go into here. Come on, be nice. Stop it. Don't go on the floor, go under the thingy. That's not straight. It's too far over by a long shot. I don't know what that lined up with, but it certainly wasn't this. Is that in line with that one? I couldn't tell. No, it's not. Thank you, what I save. Ah, it's too far now. Do you believe it? And why did they go through there? They shouldn't have been going through there. It says any undefined. This is defined. Straight ahead is defined. On the right is undefined. Well, that didn't work. It's not going to solve my problem because there's three things that could possibly come up there. That's straight. Now I've got to clear all that off the belt. Because they're never going to get through here. Is there any stuck in there? Yeah, there's one there. I hope that's all. That's just a merger, isn't it? So they're in there. I think that's them in there. See, there's a whole bunch of them in there. That would have clogged up the system. Why can't I get that one? Oh, there we go. So they do pass through there. That's all right then. That prove that works. All right. So I haven't solved the problem of any undefined because I thought the aluminium was defined. You have to define it both sides. I can do that because it doesn't matter. Now let's see what happens. I'll clear that out again. What I shall do is, so I don't have to do that again, I'll just delete that briefly. Now if I make that undefined, they go through there. But I have defined it. I defined that as aluminium. So how can you define it any more than that? I've used the any undefined before and it worked. This isn't working now. It's putting the aluminium through. Does it have to be connected the other side? I don't want to do that because I don't want the aluminium to go downstairs right now. So I can't have undefined. All right. No. All right. This is going to have to be it for today. But that'll only pick up computers if they come through. There's 2 other items. Oh well. I'm gonna have to leave it here, folks. So I'll see if we can pass you on to another Satisfactory player. The only one I know is Call Me QB. He's playing Satisfactory. So I'll pop you over there. You'll be ever so pleased. There's only 2 people there. So I'm glad you stayed. Come back. Just, if you're in Twitch, just search for Gruff Sparrow and you'll find me. 30 viewers ready to raid. Let's go.
Hello, Graham.
Hello.
And I reported him, but nothing happened. He didn't get